What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Freshwater Films.
Today we've just headed to a secure location and we're about to hike deep into the wilderness to complete the survival fishing challenge. We have nothing but a knife here, Bear Grylls Special, and a piece of whole grain bread. And we're gonna try to catch us a fish just using the environment. I guess we have a Ziploc bag too, but we promise we won't use that for anything. Alright guys, so we were just walking down and some fine person that bought some night crawlers left their night crawlers here, and there's just a bunch of a line right next to it here, which works out for us because now we have some fishing line. I know somebody in the comment section is going to be a little upset. There's probably a survival guide down there that's upset I didn't shave my eyebrows off and braid my hairs together to create a fishing paracord, but we found this out here. I apologize, we're going to use this fishing line and hopefully we can get into a fish. But I mean, now we gotta figure out what we're gonna use for a hook, and we do have the bread for bait. So I guess now we really need to find a hook and a good spot to fish. But we're just gonna keep heading down this trail past the majority of areas where people even normally fish. So stay tuned.
All right, guys, we made our way down the stream a little bit. I'm gonna be looking for a fishing rod now before we get down to the spots we want to fish. I'm just gonna be looking for a tree. I'm gonna be using the knife that we brought. So I'll get back to you guys once I have a stick. Oh yeah. Once I cut all these branches off, I'm gonna have a real nice flexible rod. Fight those big fish. So Eric had the wonderful idea of putting the fishing line we found into his pocket in a big ball. So I gotta untangle this knot real quick.
Is there a knot in it?
Yeah. Can't be having any knots. We're not losing a big fish. All right, finally, there we go. All right, so I got my fishing rod. Nice little hand grip down here at the bottom. I'm just gonna tie the line to the tip of this and then we'll try to find something to use as a hook. Oh, nice!
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pick out a new rod. I'm gonna help this time.
All right, so we found culprit number 2. It's another live tree. Make sure you use a live tree so it's bendy. If you use a dead tree, it'll just snap in half like the last one I used. We're gonna cut this down. Learn this trick from Bear Grylls.
How to saw a tree?
Oh yeah. She's looking nice. I'm gonna cut these limbs off. Try this again. All right guys, so we got this second stick, attempt number 2. I cut all the branches off. It's got a pretty good flex in it. And I'm gonna cut a notch up here in the top so that the fishing line can rest in it without slipping off.
Alright guys, so now we have our little rod set up with the fishing line already attached to it. We have our bread we're going to use as bait. We're also going to test out some other baits today. So we're not just using the bread. We're going to see if we can catch some crawfish or maybe even some bait fish. But right now we're focusing on the hook, and I'm actually trying to create what's called a gorge hook, which is essentially just a little piece of horizontal stick that's sharp at both ends. And the whole idea is that once the fish sucks up the bait, which is on this little stick right here, that the stick with like both ends of it will be sharp, and the idea is you want it to wedge in the fish's mouth. So you have to adjust the size of the stick depending on what species you're going for. Let's say you're just going for bluegill, obviously you'd want a really small stick, but we're actually going to target some carp because we know there's some carp in here. So I'm making it a little bit bigger, but still carp don't have, their mouths aren't that big, so I'll show you guys the size of the stick and we'll do a close-up of me whittling it down and making it, and I'll talk about it some more. Alright guys, so this is the finished product here. It's the gorge hook. As you can see, I just pretty much whittled down both ends, so they're pretty sharp. Like I said, the whole idea is to wedge this inside the fish's mouth, so it's not that essential that these are razor sharp. And I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I did put a little notch in the middle, and that's right where the line will lay. So now I'm going to tie this onto the line that's connected to our rod. Then we're going to bait it up, find a good spot, and see if we can get into a fish. We got the rod here. We've come to our spot. We're seeing some carp here and there. All I've done with this bread is it's in this bag here, and I put some water in it and mashed it up, so it should be a little bit easier to put on the hook we got going here. So I'm going to put this on the hook. I'm also going to chuck some of this out next to it, and we're just going to wait and see if we can catch a carp. My only worry is I don't know how well our little setup's going to hold up with one of these big carp right here, but we're about to find out.
All right, so catching the carp was a lot harder than we had thought. So I'm out here struggling to try to catch a bluegill. I have this little tiny piece of wood that I sharpened on one end that I tied the line to, and there's literally nothing on it. I'm hoping just a bluegill will eat it like this. So, see what happens.
All right, we got a little piece of bread tied on now.
There's one.
No way. How? All right, well that counts.
Let's go.
It's not the size of a carp.
My little wooden hook.
All right, hang on, it's not focusing.
Shoot.
Okay.
My little wooden hook.
Was he just holding on to it?
I guess his mouth was just closed.
Dang. All right. Let's get him off and see if we can catch a bigger fish. But that's pretty sweet on a little wooden hook.
Look at that.
Now we've hooked into a bunch, but they're hard to.
They'll eat it, but
Yeah.
it's just hard to stick the hook in between their lips.
All right, well there's a bluegill. Let's see if we can get anything bigger.
What you doing, Eric?
All right, so we just caught that bluegill, which was awesome. Except it was a bluegill, so who really cares? So right now, I'm gonna go try to make a fish spear. We're gonna get in the water and see if we can sneak up on a carp and just get him.
Cautiously crosses the river. It's getting deeper. He's like right up here.
Oh.
I get him.
Dude, they're just hovering around right here. This is actually kind of scary. Alright. Alright guys, thank you for watching our survival video. As you see, it didn't pan out as we planned, but we did catch one bluegill, so I guess we will call it a success.
I caught one bluegill.
Yep. Alright, so we tried some spear fishing that didn't work out, but our homemade rod right here actually did work out with this little wooden hook, which is pretty surprising. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Alright guys, before you exit the video, I have some really cool footage that I got the other day that I want you guys to see, and I'll put that at the end of this video. The footage is just of a big bass. It was about, well, not that big, it was like a 3-pound bass that was in this tiny stream, and Wes and I were fly fishing for it, and I got some really cool drone shots of the hook set, and it's just a really good little edit, super short. I would really appreciate it if you guys could check it out, and thank you for watching this video. I know it didn't pan out as well as we hoped it would. We were really trying to get one of those big carp because there's a lot of carp there, and we were seeing them, but we couldn't get them to bite. We did get a bluegill on our homemade hook, which is pretty cool. But this video is just a lot of fun to make. I know we weren't that successful, and don't worry, Wes and I aren't going to start doing videos like this a lot. We're going to stick to fishing. We have a lot of cool fishing videos coming at you in the next couple weeks. So thank you for watching. Enjoy the footage I'm about to play right now, and I'll see you guys next time.
the Oh,